I have a younger nephew. He unfortunately lost his father. He's my brother. And I kind of have a lot of motivation to guide him in a way. He's only 16. But I don't think he's alone. I think even though a lot of fathers may still be around, I think a lot of younger men, adolescent men going into early adulthood are kind of lost. They're kind of experiencing this loss of direction. Yeah. What advice would you give to teenage, early 20s, just younger men in general, don't really have it figured out yet, but they haven't really had an influence their entire life? How do they kind of get in the arena per se?
Yeah. It's, and I think if you don't have that parent structure that's there, okay, and you're out there and you feel like when you go in the arena, you're by yourself. You're not in there with other Spartans. Okay, I think what you've got to do is you've got to find, and this is all about building relationships. You got to build relationships with others, and you got to, when you pick the people, you've got to pick people that got good values. You got to pick people that have good attitudes. You got to get people that are just good to be around. Okay, because sometimes going Han Solo is not fun. Sometimes it does have to happen, but it's also good to have others around you that you can ask questions and you can query on what is the right direction. And also when you see people that have done well, pull them to the side and say, hey, how did you get to where you're at? How did that happen? What did you do differently? And ask those kind of questions, because people will tell you, especially one-on-one, they'll tell you. And but at the end of the day, just keep in mind that nothing is easy. Success is not easy. Okay? It takes a lot of energy. It takes time. And like we talked about earlier in this discussion, it takes resilience and perseverance. You're going to be on that kickoff team that I talked about at the beginning of this every day. Every day you wake up, you're on the kickoff team. Okay? Perseverance, resiliency. Okay? Run straight downfield. Blocker in front of you, you don't go around it. You go through them. Okay? You solve your problems. You chase the ball carrier. You accomplish your mission.
I really like the part where you just mentioned to ask questions. I think people are scared to ask questions because they don't want to appear stupid. Maybe I'm sure there's a lot more into that, but in general, I just think people are fearful of asking questions because they don't want to appear unintelligent. That means implying that I'm asking this question because I don't know something. Right. Asking questions is the only way to get anywhere in life. Right. So I think, just circling back to our question, if you're struggling, you don't have that leader in your life, you don't have any direction, you just got to find people that are doing what you admire or doing what you want to do, and you got to ask them questions. It's not going to appear stupid, and those people you're asking those questions are going to be elated to answer your questions. People like to answer questions.
Also, it's what you look for. You got to find yourself a good mentor. And they're hard to find, but when you do find one, you latch onto them. And they're the person that's in your Rolodex or on your phone that you call periodically. Hey, I'm doing this. What do you think? What do you think about this? Okay. Again, it has a lot to do with who you hang around with. It's about relationships. And if you got relationships with the right Spartans, you're going to be okay.